Okay, so welcome everybody. I am really excited that you're here tonight. And for those that will join us here in just a sec, I know I believe on starting on time. So we reward those that get here on time. But I am really grateful to be here. And I have my co-partner tonight, Kathy Loudermilk. So you'll hear from her in just a second and we'll get this kicked off. You'll hear my dog. I can hear her barking. I know Kathy has dogs. So this is a dog-friendly place. If you'll hear some dogs in the background, I'm sure. But I'm excited to introduce Kathy. I'll introduce myself really quick. My name's Trisha Deming. I have been with the company with Pottery for over 7 years now, quite a long time, and love it. Yeah, right. I feel like an old timer. It's great. It's really great. We've loved this journey, but I'm going to have Kathy tell more about her journey, her story, what got her here. Kathy's been with Pottery for
Almost
6
5
years.
years.
Oh, five? Five. Okay, I thought it was six.
5 years this month.
This month. And I remember meeting you at our annual convention. So I feel like that was 6 years ago. So 5 years ago. And why you are so fortunate to hear from Kathy tonight, because Kathy is one of the top dogs in the company. She's second to the top rank. So 2-star VP with her hubby. And they've been awarded what's the most prestigious title or award, I should say, at our annual convention. And it's called Pet Pro of the Year. So this is someone that really understands the company, really understands the model, really understands. So you're really lucky to hear from Kathy tonight. So I'm excited. She's got a very successful business and just we're fortunate to hear from her tonight. So Kathy, I'll let you take it away and tell a little bit more of your story and then I'll jump in next.
Yeah, because every success story starts with a first step. And for us, that first step was just being open, okay? Open to different opportunities, because I was looking at about the age of 60, I don't want to have to do 7 more years in my career. I was in education and I was tired. I was like burned out. And I knew, because I didn't start in education in the state of Arizona until I was 37, that I was gonna have to work till 67 to get that 30-year sweet spot, And so what could we do to get me from here's my salary now to here's what my salary is gonna be when I retire with my pension, So what could we do? And one day the phone rings and a stranger says to me, can I come show you this new dog food? And I ended up saying yes, and it changed our lives. So now, it took me a while to wrangle my husband to come sit next to me, because we had done network marketing before and we had poured our heart and soul into it and hadn't been as successful as we had hoped. And so he wasn't sure he wanted to do that again, but he sat down, he listened to what Stephanie said to us. He looked at the label on the dog food and he said, honey, as breeders, this is a no-brainer for us. This is a fabulous opportunity. And so we jumped in with both feet. 10 days later, we were at Paw Fest and we've never looked back.
Love it. Love it. What a great example, right? I love, like, when I feel like it can jump right in your lap. And we're hoping that we share something with you tonight that gets you excited and think about what's possible. Because where Kathy's a breeder, I'm not a breeder. I was just an average lady, I'll call myself a lady, looking for something different, looking for a side gig, and I had never done network marketing. I had no idea what I was getting into, but I had a passion for change. I wanted something different. So I'll tell my story a little bit more at the end, but here's where I think this is exciting, because the numbers truly are in your favor. So I think about other companies that had been presented to me before Pottery. I had heard from numerous people in skincare. And I would imagine somebody that sells a skincare product, promotes a skincare product. And look, it's a $21 billion industry. I currently support 2 different women in 2 different companies in skincare. So I know many, and I currently support 2 buying their products. Dietary supplements and vitamins, that's a $30 billion industry. And I too support people in that category as well. 2 different people, 2 different industries, and know so many others that promote products. So many. I mean, I could spend the rest of this Zoom naming all of them by name. I know so many in the dietary supplement and vitamin industry, and that's a $30 billion industry, $30 billion. But then let's jump ahead to pets, a $99 billion industry. And do you know anybody that's promoting pet related products in this kind of a business model? I still don't. The only people I know are the ones that I'm associated with here in the company. I don't know of any other companies. I don't know of anybody doing anything like what we're doing. I still have not, this day, 7 years later, heard of anybody, and we're a $99 billion industry. So that spoke to me when I joined. That is why I'm here, because that was exciting to me to be part of something that was ground floor opportunity. So here it says, position yourself as an entrepreneur in a $99 billion and growing industry, to be more, to do more, and to have more.
And I can tell you as a breeder, that industry grew last year. Okay. Those numbers, I'm sure, are over 100 by now. So the Patri story started with this man. This is Roger Morgan, and that's his precious little dog, Bella. And Roger spent almost 2 decades in the pet industry as a CEO. And you know what? He just saw firsthand the negative impact that putting profits before pets can have on our pets. And he said to himself, I could do better than this. So what he did is he started looking at doing better than this. And he said, you know what? I think I can exceed industry standards by simply living up to my own standards, because for Roger, compromise is out of the question. And with that philosophy, he created Patri, founded Patri, with the idea of serving pets and their people and delivering a high quality, uncompromising product to the inline consumer. And he decided to do it not through big box stores, but through trust relationships. Because you know what? Patri has a story to tell, and shelves don't tell stories, people do.
Isn't that so true? Oh, you nailed it. I love that. I think you're spot on. And it starts with this promise right here. This is what he promises. We promise not to compromise quality because your pet's health is important to us. Patri promise: real meat, poultry, or fish is the first ingredient in our pet food. There's no poultry byproducts. There's no corn, no wheat, no soy, no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. Everything's been developed by veterinarians and nutritionists, and it's made here in the USA. And this is something that I didn't pay attention to before I was introduced to Patri. I just didn't know better. I was one of those that just bought whatever I thought looked good on the shelf, or if I had a coupon for it. I did not know better. And now I do. I mean, this is what I do for my own health. I try to avoid everything that's got artificial colors, flavors, preservatives, try to eat as naturally as possible. So this to me is something once I learned and was educated, I can't believe the garbage that's out there. That it's unbelievable, truly. So love this promise, and it's definitely one I can get behind.
And what's very exciting, Trisha said she doesn't know of any other companies. I do know of a couple other companies, but they don't have the line of products we have. They really don't. They have a couple of products, and I don't think they even compare, after I've looked at them, to what we have to offer. We have at Patri a full line of natural, wholesome, and holistic products for both dogs and cats. For me, the foundation of our product line is our food, because our food is so pure, it's so clean, it's so nutritionally dense, and dogs thrive on it. We've heard stories of even dogs that have diabetes being able to get off insulin after switching to this food. That's what good, clean nutrition can do for our pets. We have these amazing treats that are human grade, freeze-dried raw or dry roasted strips. And our dogs go crazy for them. Like literally, they jump up and down and practically do flips for these treats. They love them so much. And we have a really unique product in the industry that we call our paw pairing superfood seasoning. And this again is a human grade freeze-dried raw protein. And then they fill the bottle up with about 4 pounds of dehydrated superfoods like pomegranates, blueberries, kale, organic carrots, and tomatoes. And so it makes a wonderful topper for your dog's food, especially if you've got a picky eater, because it changes things up. Some dogs just really want change. I've got a friend, her dog, once a bag of food's gone, I got to get her a different flavor. Her dog just doesn't eat the same flavor all the time. But sometimes with dogs, if you just sprinkle a little of this on, it does the trick for them. It comes in 12 different flavors. So it gives them a lot of variety, plus a nice shot of antioxidants.
So this is what I love about our company. You went into great detail. I appreciate that, Kathy, of some of the products, because what we do is we're solution solvers. I love to say that's what my role in is this company is a solution solver. I love talking to pet owners, finding out more about their pets, and uncovering ways that we can help, ways that we can support their pet. Because a lot of people just think that's a pet. That's what they do. They itch their ears, they scratch their ears, they vomit occasionally. Their poop is kind of loose, but that's just normal. Dogs just have loose stool. And I'm like, no, they actually don't have to. They really don't have to. So my job is to talk to them. And this list right here, I'm confident if you look over this list, you have a pet that is experienced either in the past or currently one of these things, or someone that has experienced this. Bad breath. I mean, come on, isn't that just a thing, right? For pets, bad breath, stinky or itchy, smelly ears, low energy, tartar, urinary tract issues, dull coat, eats poop. I mean, I won't go through the whole list, but I'm confident there's something on here is familiar. And this is what I do. I talk to people every day about these issues and how we can solve them. We have, the slide before, it says here, 100% money back guarantee. So
Yeah.
I'm confident when we try something, if it's not good, if it doesn't work, you have nothing to lose in trying it. But I'm so positive that it will work because I see it every single day. Pets that we're helping on a daily basis. That one in particular, I'll just share real quick, was a client of mine, current client, that his pet had itchy ears all the time and shed like crazy, a little Chihuahua. And he said that she would itch her collar all the time, but isn't that just what dogs do? And like, they sure don't have to. Let's give it a try. So we, like Kathy said, foundation is food. I recommended, let's get on a different food. We have a really amazing ear wash and dry and salmon oil. Let's try a combination of those things. And of course the treats, because the treats, they're amazing. They're crack. Elka said it in the message. They're crack, right? They go crazy for them. So he tried those few things. And he said within 2 weeks, he could not believe the difference in his dog. No more itching the collar, no more scratching the ears, and way less shedding in 2 weeks. And that's not typical. We usually say 6 to 8 weeks, but in 2 weeks, he saw a difference. And I have a customer for life, and he's referred me to other people because of what he saw and what a difference it made in his pet's life. So that's what we do. We solve solutions for pets and their people. He's happier. So Kathy, you can take it from here. I'm talking a lot.
You know what? This is your slide, so you can do this.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We've simplified. Thank you. Yes. Thanks for the reminder. Being a pet pro is easy as 1, 2, 3. I kind of already explained it. I mean, David is my client I was just talking about. I talked with David. We talked about his pet. It was really easy conversation. It didn't feel salesy or anything. It was just me talking to David about his pet. Showed me a picture. Isn't she cute? Yes. So talk to them, find out about their pets. And then I share the benefits of just trying something. There's videos we can share, information we can share. So we talk dog and cat, we share information, we ask, are you ready to get started? Are you ready to make a difference in your pet's life? Are you ready to make a difference in your life? I mean, you being here, you were asked to be here because you were thought of for the opportunity, the business opportunity. We asked, do you want to make an impact on pets and people and help magnify your impact and earn an income at the same time? It really is that simple. We talk, we share, we ask. I like to highlight here at the bottom, we don't have any inventory. That's something that sets us apart from my many other people that have pitched me before on different products. It required inventory. You had to buy a storefront. You had to have inventory in your home and shelves and deliver. And we don't do anything like that. And we don't have an income cap. You can earn as much or as little as you'd like. And there's no experience necessary. I mentioned I had zero any sort of sales or network marketing experience. I just had a passion for change. So you certainly, if I can do this, you certainly can do this too.
Yes. Well, we all have residual bills, unfortunately. So why not have residual income? I mean, I was just talking to Trisha about this, right before we started, that I am so grateful for the residual income that I'm getting from Pottery, because I've just had to have about $10,000 worth of dental work. And they just told me my roof needs redone to the tune of $21,000. So I don't know what I would do if I didn't have this residual income coming in from Pottery. It's like a lifesaver. I spent many, many years trading my time for money, getting up at the crack of dawn, driving to work, an hour, driving home an hour, and putting my 8 or 9 hours in at a school or at the district office. It was grueling. And now I get to do what I love from my home when I want, and because our products keep pets happy, then their people are happy. And about 85% of Pottery sales come from recurring orders, which means your customers will order again and again without you even being hands-on, and you have the opportunity to earn up to 35% commission even after the initial sale. That's phenomenal. So it means you get paid whether you're working or on vacation. For example, A couple of years ago, Mike and I took a dream vacation. We went to Italy and Greece and Israel. We were gone 16 days. In that month, we promoted, and we raised our income, and we were gone half the month.
I
So
don't
we were
remember that you promoted during that time too.
yeah,
That
a
is
one
so cool.
star, a one star while we
That's
were gone.
so cool.
But that's the power of having a team too, residual income and a team,
Yeah,
it's a
that's amazing. Amazing.
Mhm. So let me explain the power of residual income just a little bit. Let's say every week you got one customer that bought $75 worth of product on an easy ship. That means they're going to get it every month. Okay. And by the end of a year, you would have $3,900 in monthly sales. And if you qualify for top commissions, that means you're getting $1,365 a month just in commissions. Who could use an extra $1,365 a month? I bet everybody. Yeah. Like, who doesn't want that? Well, what if you want more? Well, go for it. Get some more. You know what? Mike and I decided we wanted more because we have a lot of months where we don't have puppies to sell. Like, I've got probably 3 months coming up here. I won't have any puppies. So how am I going to get income? I'm going to get out there and do what Trisha does and what Elka does and what Elizabeth does. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to hustle. And one of our favorite ways to do that is events. So we've got a little market up the street. Every other Saturday they're there. We set up our tent. We're there 5 hours. I can usually get 10 new customers and anywhere from $300 to $600 in new volume in just one Saturday. So it's not an unheard of thing. If you just work at it, you can make that 1,365 be way more than that.
It's amazing. Oh, I love that example. And I love the diversity that you're explaining. It doesn't have to be a one size fits all. This company can be for anybody at any level and experience any sort of way to engage in those conversations with pet owners. Here's some examples of some from some pet pros that just like you started out just like you. And one of them is our very own Kathy sitting here. I told you we were lucky to have her as a presenter tonight. Because Kathy, it says here, she worked over 25 years as a professional to earn a good pension. And after working, she works it with her husband, Mike. So after working our pottery business for only 3.5 years, our pottery monthly commissions have now exceeded her monthly pension check. So Kathy worked 25 years or 3.5 years. What would you rather? If you could pick, what would you rather do? Right?
Well, you know what's lovely? Now we're approaching our 5-year anniversary and we're coming very close to doubling my pension with our commissions. I have a good pension, you guys. I had a doctorate. I was making a good salary where I worked. I have a really good pension and we're almost doubling it.
Amazing. Amazing. And you said you weren't even there quite 5 years. So you're talking in almost 5 years, just about doubling your pension salary. That's really remarkable. How inspiring is that? I hope you're inspired. I certainly am. I would much prefer the 5-year plan. So before, right? I love that.
Exactly.
So here's one from Joey, and I relate to this so much because she says, before pottery, I was overworked, underpaid, and longed for freedom. With pottery, I found my people. I'm praised and rewarded for my efforts. I remember the first recognition I ever got from pottery. It was the first time in my life I thought, so I guess I'm not just a wife and a mom. I have some skills. I guess I have some skills that I can bring to the table. Like, it really was a very awakening moment for me. So I really relate to what Joey said there, that she's praised and rewarded for her efforts. And then there's Holly from Florida. I was blessed that my pottery business could travel with me. It can be done anywhere. We have a lot of military spouses that they get to take it wherever they're reassigned. It goes with them. I even had one of my pet pros that moved overseas to Germany, and she still was able to work her business there because they have American bases, the bases there, they still have Americans that are working there, and it can ship to them through the American postal system. So it's really, truly can go anywhere with you.
Oh, my phone.
You're in high demand.
Oh, it's like, I don't know how to turn it off my computer. It's just
that's okay.
Apple integrates into everything, So let's talk about another way that you can make money with pottery, because it isn't just from commissions. You can make money with building a team, and that's so exciting. I've had someone tell me one time, I don't build a team because you lose money that way. She thought it would take away from her. So when I got my next paycheck, I called her up and I said to her, I just want to show you something. And she's like, oh my gosh, thank you for sharing that with me. Because I think about half my paycheck comes from this side of the business. And I know as you grow, Trisha, probably more than that for you, as your business grows. So this is your fast path to $2,000. I'm going to take you through. So when you first sign up, that's called your enrollment month. And the next 3 months is what you call your fast start period. So you have all kinds of opportunities during your fast start period. And that is if you become a senior pet pro, if you hit that title by the end of your first full month, you get a $50 bonus. If you hit director by the end of your second full month, you make a $100 bonus. And if you hit senior director by the end of your third full month, you're going to get a $225 bonus. So now you've made a cool $375 during your fast start period. But guess what? Along the way to hit these ranks, you've probably invited at least 3 people to join the business with you. And if they do what you did, they're going to get $375, but you get a matching bonus of $375. So now you're up to $1,500. And then where's the other $5,000? It's right here. When you hit vice president, you get a really nice $500 bonus. And you know what? There's only one rank between this and this. So it's not that hard to do if you work your business. Now, obviously, this is based on individual performance. It's not a guarantee or a promise. You have to work. It's network marketing, right?
Love it. Yes, very much so. So here's where I'll kind of dive into what's next. You're one step away from a different life. You're not in business for yourself or by yourself. We provide you with the right tools to get you started, and mentors like those that you see here tonight, those that invited you here. You have a mentor in this business with you to help you get started. So let's just talk about some of the basics. We covered one already. There's no inventory required. The pottery ships direct to the consumer. I personally love that part of it. And you have your own personal replicated e-commerce website. I would imagine the person that invited you here tonight shared that link with you, that you should have it. If not, ask them for it. It's tied uniquely to them, to that pet pro that invited you. So you get your own website. You don't have to go out and get the IT person to build you a website, give you a launch pad. No, it's all done and it's beautiful. It's amazing. Then we also have an online training platform that will help you learn skills that you can go at your own pace. As I mentioned, no experience here in any sort of sales. And so this talks to you, we get information about the different products there are, how to sell that TSA process, more information on that, how just next steps really. So you have everything you need to be successful and it goes at your own pace. There's different modules you can do. And then professional marketing tools to support you. We have a really great app that allows you to share links easily and images that you can post to social media, but it's all done for you. The branding looks beautiful and easy to find and navigate and just wonderful. I love that aspect too. And then of course, a community of like-minded people just like you to support you in your mentoring and training. So the group that you see here, also we have some amazing Facebook pages. We have weekly trainings and things that really just put us together as a one big pottery happy family. So just remember though, that every success story starts with that first step. That's kind of where we started this presentation, and that's how we're going to end it. So Kathy, if you want to talk a little bit about this, then we can kind of move it. Or did you want me to talk about this now? I don't remember what we talked about.
That's fine. That's fine.
You want me to?
Sure.
Okay. So that first step, it starts with the first step. What is that? It's an enrollment process. And right now you were invited to this because it's like on crazy promo special. So you see here, it says simple enrollment kit, $29.99. Well, they have, if I had a big X, I would like X that out and say, we actually have the option to do just $1. So $1 doesn't get you anything. So I have to cross the whole thing out, but it gives you that replicated website. So when I say it doesn't get you anything, it doesn't give you tools here that you see here. You don't get any samples, you don't get any product. You just get the website essentially, and then that online training, but it gets you a place to start. If budget's an issue and you're ready for a change, the $1 is a great place to start. But then we also have these other options. So $29.99 at least gets you a few materials to get started, access to your replicated website, the back office, the online training, and a few samples to get started. But here's where we really invite you to be, especially if when we were going over the issues list, if there was something that looked familiar to you, that you think your pet or you knew a pet that was dealing with one of those things, this is where we'd really spur you to go. It's $175.99. And you get, and this is for dogs. We have one for dogs and one for cats. You can see here, and they look very, very similar. So I'm going to stick with a dog here. And you get 3 treats, 3 of those seasonings that Kathy mentioned, and then what we call our Fab 5 or our Core 5. I like to call them our Core 5 because they address issues relating to skin and coat, allergies, anxiety, and tummy, any sort of tummy or digestive issue that eat poop, loose stool, diarrhea, and joint. So it covers several different areas, most common things that we see regularly. So it gives you things to sample, things that you can try with other folks. So that's the product pack for dogs. The joint support is specific for dogs. This one's specific for cats. And so this price looks the same. It's just you're getting 2 cat treats and 1 joint support that's specific to cats, but otherwise everything else can be used for both cats and dogs. So great option. Kathy, I'll let you go over this and then you can elaborate a little bit more on the $1 too. I don't know if I did it justice. So go ahead and share this.
This is my favorite one. And this is how Mike and I chose to come in, because having been in network marketing before, I knew how important it was to be a product of the products. And so obviously my dogs are the ones that are products of the products, but I have to know how the products work. So it's so important. And if you want to do events, you have to have product to display. So this is a great way to get started because you're getting $632 worth of product for only $299.99. That's amazing. You will never get that offer again. Okay. This is your one chance to get a nice assortment of almost everything that we have, a sampling of everything we have, except CBD products and the baking kits for an amazing price. So you get the same things that Trisha was talking about, but this last column is all new stuff to the product pack. So to me, if you want to really be serious about your business, you want a product pack. You want at least the basic, but this is my favorite. I love that we get so many things to try. And you might say, well, my dog's young. I'd never use brain drops, but you know what? You'll find someone who will, and you can either sell it to them or you can start sampling them out to people so they can see. It's just up to you how you want to do your business. But trust me, I have used everything that was in my kit.
Me as well. I'm the same way. And the neat thing is with the $1, the one thing I failed to mention with the $1 promotion is that you don't get anything from the start. You don't get any tools, you don't get any samples. You can do add-ons, you can add things on at checkout. But what you do get, and this goes with all of the kits, is that if you hit certain sales volumes, you qualify for new products that are being launched this month. In July, we have new products being launched and we're so excited. We don't know what they are. We'll be told in about 3 weeks what they are, a little over 3 weeks. And looking forward to finding out what they are, but you can qualify for these new products just by simply hitting certain benchmarks. And you can get with the pet pro that invited you and they'll tell you a little bit more of what that looks like, how that works. But that to me is enough reason to really jump in now while there's a ton of incentives, a lot of money on the line, and just an exciting time with it being $1. It just makes so much sense. So, but really you nailed it on the head, Kathy. And I saw some comments too that Elka, this is where you came in. You didn't even have pets. You had 0 pets. And you're like, I see the value in getting product because I want to be able to sample and try. And yeah.
Vendor events are really a powerful way to get the word out there that what you have to offer people. And truly, it's so rewarding because we have people tell us all the time, we are so glad we met you because we make such a difference in pets' lives,
Yeah.
So it's a very rewarding business. And we love doing vendor events just because it expands our reach so much to people that we would maybe never meet otherwise.
Yeah.
So this is a great way to go. But I do think for the $1, they get their free website they get the website for 3 months.
Yeah. Yep. They still get the free website. Yeah.
Do get that.
I always just say, like, if the budget's the issue, we want to welcome you to the Pottery family. Like, get with the pet pro that invited you here, see which kit is the best fit for you and your needs, and really just try something. If you're not ready to be a pet pro, maybe just try a product that spoke to you, because some of our best pet pros were customers first. If you're like on the line, we want you to just try something, get excited. And there's no better time to consider being a pet pro. But I love ending with this slide. So this is where I'll kind of sign us off here, is envision a life you love, now live it. And this is really my experience. It hasn't been easy. As Kathy said in the one slide, that nothing comes easy without some work, network marketing, right? I mean, I've put in some blood, sweat, and tears over these last 7 years. However, the life that we have now is what I envisioned 7 years ago, what I only thought was a pipe dream 7 years ago. And as I was asked the questions at the beginning, what would you do with extra income? What would you do with extra time? It was travel, it was eliminate debt, it was to remodel, decorate my house, go to Target and buy whatever I wanted and not feel guilty about it. Those are the things I really longed for and valued, especially the travel aspect. And that's what we're doing. I go to Target and I don't think twice. We travel often. We're leaving Saturday to go to California. We're going to Hawaii in December. We travel like crazy because we decided we were in, we put both feet in just like Kathy did. And now we're living the life that we love and dreamed of. So it can be you too. It really can. Get with the pet pro that invited you here, and let's make a change, take that first step, and we'll see you hopefully in the Pottery family very soon. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here. And we will see you guys next time, hopefully. Take care, everybody. See ya. Bye.